It is day number 8, and this is the 8th day in my 10-day Facebook Live series on how to be the master of your love life. Today's topic is that your must-have list is keeping you single. Let me share a client story to illustrate my point. There's a woman, let's call her Jane, and Jane came to me after 2 failed marriages and many, many relationships that were not working for her. And we started to get to explore how a little bit more about what she wanted in a relationship, and that's something I always do at the beginning of a client. A series of coaching sessions that we work on together. And she had her list of requirements, and they were, he had to own a home, he had to have an advanced degree, he had to have a super clean bill of health, like never had cancer, never had any kind of real ailments. And the list went on and on. And so what we did was peel back on each one of these, because there's a why for each of the items on our list. And when you start to get clear about what it is that's making you choose these qualities, it's much easier to find the love you want and to get your list much more clear and take off the things that really don't matter. So we started with, he has to own his own home. Why does he have to own his own home? Because to her, that represented financial security. She didn't want to have to carry the burden of a man who would rely on her finances. So we talked about that. Does he have to own his own home to prove that he's financially secure? No. The answer was no. He had to be financially responsible. He had to show that in other ways, but we expanded how that looked. The next item, that he had to have an advanced degree. Why does he have to have an advanced degree? Because she wanted somebody who was her intellectual equal. So we looked at that. Does he really have to have an advanced degree to be her intellectual equal? You guessed it, the answer is no. And so we went through each item on her list, and yes, intellectual conversation is important. Yes, financial responsibility is important, but how it looks is very different from how we think it should look. And when we only see one way for this to happen, we keep ourselves single. I've had clients who came to me and said he has to be a golfer. Why? Because she loves to play golf. What would happen if someday he couldn't play golf anymore, or she couldn't play golf anymore? Would the relationship be over? Would she get a divorce? If that is your criteria, then that's a problem. So you can find an activity partner who loves to golf. It doesn't have to be your significant other. But that can't be one of your must-haves, or you're going to either focus on the wrong things and be in a relationship that isn't focused on character, kindness, how he treats you, how you feel when you're with him, how he brings out your best self. Or we can focus on, he has to be in the C-suite, and he has to make more money than I do, and he has to have all these requirements. He has to have a college degree, he has to have a doctorate. These are all ways that we keep ourselves safe. And so when I worked with Jane on her list, she ended up attracting in a partner who she never, ever would have chosen. And I just got an email from her. It's been 1.5 years since she got into this relationship, since we ended working together, and she's still with him. He did not own his own house. He was not divorced yet. He was still living, actually, he was in a relationship. He was not in a marriage with this woman, but they co-owned this house, and she would not leave. And so he lived in the same house as his ex. The situation could have been a complete disaster, but she didn't let it bother her because he had so many great traits and he was working towards getting out of the house. It was a whole legal issue. He loved to travel, she loved to travel. They had the same value system. He was not in a C-suite, he ran his own business. So all of her requirements were not there. Was he bright? Yes. Was he caring? Absolutely. Was he working towards getting out of the relationship? that he wanted to be out of? Absolutely. And so he respects her, he's kind. It was all the things that she needed, but she didn't realize that it would come in that package. So we tend to just narrow down our focus in ways that are not the true package that a man needs to come in. So that is my tip of the day, is to really take another look at your must-have list and know that a lot of times when we focus on these things, there is a reason behind it that makes us choose this way of a man showing up. Let me know in the comments if you have ever narrowed your list too much or focused on the wrong attributes of a man and how it has proven to be the thing that really didn't matter at all. And I want to just say hello to Alana and Helene and Betsy and Hannah and Carmen. Welcome to today's live. Just so you know that if you want to make these changes, if you really want to take a look at your must-have list and really get the clarity of someone like me who knows how to guide you, knows how to tell you whether you're going on dates with men that you should not be spending any more time with, know how to present yourself on first dates, on second dates, so that you keep going out with the men you like and you stop going out with the men you don't. If you want those changes and that kind of success that this woman Jane had, I really suggest that you either hire me as a coach privately, or for a lot less money, you get into my Love Mastery program. The doors are closing on Friday night at midnight Eastern. We have a few members of this group who are already in, and I am interviewing a few more women over the next 2 days. So if you want to get on a call with me, I suggest you do it and set it up immediately, because this opportunity may never happen again. I'm not sure if I ever will offer this program. I am narrowing down how I help women, and so this may be the last time. And so if you feel the calling, if you feel that you really want to do this deeper work, this is the link. You want to have a transformation like this woman Jane did. I am telling you, she had never had a healthy relationship until she worked with me. I just got off the call with another client who is now, again, in the best relationship of her life. She has a tendency, because of her dysfunctional childhood, to shut down when there's conflict, to want to run away. And she has learned to stand up for herself, to speak up, and to do it in a way that makes a huge difference in the relationship. So she said to me today that she has never received this kind of good counseling from anyone that she has ever hired until she started working with me. And she said, you tell it like it is, you don't sugarcoat it, but you do it with love. And that is who I am. I would love to work with more of you. And if you want to get on a call with me, book it now. I will see you tomorrow. Bye.